Proverbs 9, verse 7. Anyone who rebukes a mocker will get an insult in return. Anyone who corrects the wicked will get hurt. So don't bother correcting mockers. They will only hate you. But correct the wise, they will love you. Instruct the wise, and they will be even wiser. Teach the righteous, and they will learn even more. You ever been around people that you try to give them advice, but they just never listen? You can see that they're making the wrong decision, but they're just too stubborn or too hard-headed to take any advice from you. I've probably been that person in my life and definitely have had people like that in my life. There's a quote that I heard from Rick Warren one time that I've always appreciated. He said, "Now as Christians, we need to love everyone, but let's move with the movers." Find the people that want to grow. Find the people that want to get better. Surround yourself with those types of people. And your life and their life will be better. They'll want it. They'll want to get better. They are driven, and they will help you move forward as you reach the goals in your life. So here's the challenge. I want you to think, which one of those two people are you? Solomon says, on one hand, if someone corrects you or calls you out on something that you're doing wrong, what's your response? Do you want to argue? Do you get mad and defensive? Do you want to turn around on them and begin to point out everything that's wrong with them? Do you get your feelings hurt really easily? If so, the Bible says those are characteristics of people that are called mockers, wicked, and haters. Is that you? I don't want it to be me. In contrast, wise people respond very differently. The Bible says if you're wise and someone calls you out on an area of your life that's wrong, listen to this, you will love them for it. That's wild for me to think. That sounds so crazy. I don't know anyone who loves to be corrected. Hey, you're doing that wrong. Thank you. I love you for telling me that. Like, you're my favorite person to be around. Like, who says that? Undoubtedly, the Bible says that's what wise people think. Because here's the kicker. Wise people would rather get it right than to be right. Fools, they just want to be right all the time. I just want the pat on the back, to be proud. I want to be right. Even if what I'm doing is wrong, I want to be known as right. But wise people say, hey, if I'm doing it wrong, I would rather you just tell me I'm wrong so that I can get it right. So what matters the most to you? To be right? To be proud? To get defensive? To argue and defend yourself? Or allow someone that you love to correct you and to rebuke you and help you get on the right path, and for you to respond in a way that says, thank you. Man, I didn't want to head down that road, and you helped me see that I was wrong. Thank you for putting me on the right path. King Solomon tells his boys that is the difference between a man full of wisdom and a fool that lacks it. Proverbs chapter 9.